Hey everyone, Fantasy Dancer here. We're back with another mocktail video. This week we're making a drink called the Rehydrator. Now I couldn't find a lot about it online, but I will link below as to where I found the recipe. But it's basically a really good drink. You're starting with a cherry base, and it's kind of fun to make with kids because you do get to make a bit of a mess, but a fair warning, cherry juice stains. And I happened to learn this the hard way. When I was a kid, me and my siblings were going through a bag of cherries like we would every summer. It's kind of tradition in my house. And we decided it'd be a great idea to paint our faces with the cherry juice like war paint. We left that on pretty much all day, and unfortunately it didn't come off for several days after that, including for some family photos. But there you go, fair warning. But we're gonna start with this drink. You gotta muddle up some cherries. I've already pre-pitted these ones. We're using 4 black cherries. Pop those in there. And then you wanna add a ½ ounce of lime juice and your honey to give it some liquid to kind of muddle it up. Oop, that side. There's our lime juice and our honey. So yeah, just a tablespoon of honey. Sorry, not tablespoon, teaspoon of honey. I'm using my bar spoon, so it's about 5 milliliters. Jeez, I can't talk today. All right, pop that in there. All right. So now we get to muddle this up. So we want to really squash those cherries, get that juice out of there. It's gonna be a little bit harder than muddling, mint or citrus juice because they're a little bit more solid. And to be totally frank with you guys, I haven't actually tried this yet. So we're gonna be just as surprised as you are as to how it tastes. But anything with cherries should be pretty good, right? Alright, that's looking pretty good. So we're gonna add our other 2 ingredients. So the weird one is actually aloe vera juice. We're gonna add 1.5 ounces of this. I did have a little bit of a sip of that before I started making this drink though, and it doesn't have a ton of a taste. It's just like a light bitterness to it almost. And then our last ingredient is 1 ounce of cranberry juice. Alright, so we're going to add our ice and give this a good shake. Cool. Here we go. So I have my martini glass here. It does normally recommend you serve it in a coupe, but I don't have a coupe, so we're using a martini glass. Basically, as long as it's served up, it's kind of the way you want it to go. And we're definitely going to double strain this one. You don't want those cherry bits in there, so we're going to pop this. Oh, that's a beautiful red color. That was not exactly what I was expecting. All right. I think the cherries are blocking my spout. Alright, well that's a lot of junk that did not end up in our drink. Alright, so no garnish for this one, but we're going to go straight ahead and see how it tastes. I can see why they called it the Rehydrator. It's very refreshing. It's very light. You get kind of that little bit of the cherry, a little bit of the cranberry, but it's diluted a bit. You get that slight aftertaste from the aloe vera juice. It's not like anything I've tried before, so it's kind of an interesting flavor. And just that little bit of almost a bitter aftertaste kind of keeps it from being too sweet. That actually turned out quite delicious. So this is our Rehydrator. We used 4 pitted cherries, 1.5 ounces of aloe vera juice, 1 ounce of cranberry juice, a ½ ounce of lime juice, and a teaspoon of honey. I hope you like this video and enjoy the drink. Subscribe to follow along and check out some of our other videos we post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll see you next time.